This is from Sports Illustrated, the QB confidence index for each team, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. For the Browns, they have a confidence index of 3. Giving it a 3 seems generous. Deshaun Watson has been a disaster since he was acquired for 3 first-round picks, having played 12 games, throwing 14 touchdowns against 9 interceptions. Even worse, Watson has 3 more years on his fully guaranteed deal, carrying cap hits of $63.9 million annually. Watson has to be better, but let's welcome in Casey Kinnamon, Dog Pound Daily Network 2 and 6. Casey, the big stat that they're kind of glossing over with that 3 is the Browns are 8-4 with him as a starting quarterback. Now, he's got to be better, but 8-4 is pretty good.
Yeah, I get that the general consensus is low, but I stop way short of calling it disastrous. What's been disastrous has been the injuries. You know, like I don't use quarterback wins as a be-all, end-all stat, but it's impossible for me to ignore that he was 4-1 in the games he started and finished last year. And there were a few blowouts in that 4-1. You know, it's the injuries, because every time he got going, an injury happened. So it's kind of stopped the progression. And he even admitted on his own podcast, he is a slow starter, not just in a game, but as the season plays out. And he just never got a chance to hit his stride. And we've seen him, you know, get right to that cusp, and then an injury be a setback. So all of 2024, like the crux is keeping that dude healthy, keeping him on the field. And let's see what we have in him when he plays 8, 9, 10 games in a row, and to see if he can keep expanding his game. Because my guess is that he will. What you do know is you have a top flight ceiling on him as a quarterback. We just need him to let him realize that.
Yeah, the concern that you could see, I think mechanics led to some accuracy issues when he didn't play well. So, I had said earlier in this show, actually, I really liked Dorsey's thing. We're going to stress the fundamentals of his footwork so that, you know, when he gets into the fourth quarter, you got a solid I think that's the right message. And Dorsey, I mean, he worked with Josh Allen. Josh Allen had some issues earlier in his career those were his issues.
Yeah, Allen had accuracy issues, and you typically don't even see quarterbacks change that from college to the pros. If you start off not accurate, it's hard to gain that at the next level. They had to deconstruct his game and then rebuild it back up, and that's exactly what they did. And you're seeing the results now. Now, I don't even think you really need to deconstruct Deshaun's game, but there are finer points that you need to, you know, tune up. And if you go into that with the right mindset, you know, they're all trying to help him. That's everyone's job on that offensive staff, is getting 4 to his top level. You know, and that's going to be the emphasis from the beginning of training camp up through the very beginning of the season, is how do you get this guy playing at his very, very best?